all jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, I'm this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive us for forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. It pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and sold out on the photo. Salute my nigga. They like how you stay focused. I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done show? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We are teaching so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians the truth of the Bible, that we are the children of Israel since 1969. You understand? Under commanding General Yohana. Okay. Today's class, we're going to be talking about going over, following orders, man. Following orders is actually real love. It's how you show your love to the Most High, you understand? And how you show your love to your brothers, man. You understand? And to your nation when we follow orders. You understand? And even your rib following your orders that you give her. You understand? You giving your rib orders based on the fact that you want her to be for some cases to be safe. All right. If you say if you take your rib, listen, when you make it to this spot, I want to make sure, just text me your location and your time, the time that you made it there, and what time you're going to leave, so I know that you're safe. That's an order. And, if she follows that order, most women will know, I say rib women. Your rib will know, understand that you saying these things and you asking them to do these things because you love your rib. You want to make sure they're safe. It's the same thing when a man above you gives you an order. They want you to be safe. They want you to execute a job and make sure that thing is done. So in order for not only for yourself, but for your whole nation, man. You understand? It's always important to follow orders. You understand? So first, we'll jump right into it. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. All right? Show you how important it is to follow orders, because the Lord is a man of order. All right? He gave us commandments, and he wants us to follow those commandments. He gave us instructions in a way of how we should operate. You understand why? Because he is a man of order. You understand? Anybody got that scripture?
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
And in what?
and in order.
Let all things be done decently in order, right? Not confusion, not mixed up, and nobody knows what's going on. Not do it when you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not arguing and debating on if you should get the order done. None of those things. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you want to take that off because the scripture's going to the hit. Oh, brother already. My brother got the opening on his hat. That's good. That's great. All right. But you want to make sure you following orders, man. Read that again.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 40.
Uh-huh.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let all things be done decently and in order. You understand? Not in confusion and strife and murmuring. You want to make sure you do things decently in order. Just follow those orders and get them complete. Get them done. You understand? That shows that you have respect for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And His word and what He says, and you have respect for your brothers, man. You have respect for the men above you. You understand? Because you following those orders, man. When you don't follow orders, that means you don't have no respect. You don't have respect for the Most High or the men that He put above you. You understand? And that's not of the Lord, man. You understand? Let me get a next scripture. Let me get 1 Corinthians 11:3, Bible shop.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Right? Because the Lord has an order. He has an established order on how He wants things. He wants His ranks to go. He wants His army to be established. He wants the Black, Hispanic, Native Americans household to be run in decently and in order. Keep going.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
That what?
The head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. You understand? So we all have a head. All the men of Israel, we all have a head, and that is Christ, man. He's our king. He's our leader. You understand? He's the one that we all follow. Right? Keep going.
And the head of the woman is man.
And the head of every woman is a man. You understand? So we're not like in a Christian church where we have you might have a sister who's leading the whole church. You know what I mean? Directing the whole church and telling all the members and the men of the church how they need to dress and what needs to be done, and everybody's following her orders. But read that again.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of every of the woman is the man. That's who leads the houses. That's who leads the school. You understand? A man. You know what I'm saying? Not a woman, because that's not how the Lord established it, man. The Lord didn't establish it so a sister, bishop, deacon Johnson can run. You know what I'm saying? Prophetess could run. You understand? To run the whole program or to lead the nation. That's not how the Lord intended things to be, man. You understand? Keep going.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Even Christ has a head. Right? The head of Christ is the Most High. The head of Christ is the Most High Yahweh. You understand? In the Hebrew, that's the Lord's name in Hebrew. You understand? Not like everybody has an order that they must walk in, man. You understand? There's a rank and structure order in Israel. We're not like the heathens, and the heathens, even in our oppressors' military, they have transgenders in their military, and they have them, running the ranks and running platoons and military rank and all kinds of stuff going on over there, man. They have sisters. I say sisters. I'm gonna say women. There's women in ranks that outrank men, and they're telling brothers what to do and ordering them. You know what I mean? They out there in the war. When it's time to go to war, they send their women out and go to war and pick up pistols and things like that. That's not how the Lord wanted things to be, man. You understand? The Lord has a rank and structure, structure. You understand? Where we're supposed to walk in and follow. You understand? That's not how we're supposed to move. You understand? Let me get Philippians 2:14. Right?
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmuring.
No. If somebody gives an order, no, let me just murmur under my breath. Let me say, okay, man, this is right here, man. You try to do this stuff, and then you be murmuring under your breath, talking about like, man, why he asked me to do it? Why I gotta do it? Why you always tripping on me? Like I gotta go do all this, right? Read that again.
Do all things without murmuring.
Like, you don't want to do things in murmuring, like us, our forefathers. Whenever Moses gave them an order, the order came from the Lord. What were we doing in the wilderness? We were murmuring, man.
Right.
We were murmuring and saying things under our breath and saying stuff like, man, this nigga right here, who made Moses in charge? Who made him king? Who made us the leader of us? Who told him he can do that? Yeah, you saying that, man. And it might have been you, the one who got killed for doing that, man. You understand? You don't want to be a murmurer. You want to follow those orders and just say con out of con and just get it done.
Right.
You ain't got to add nothing extra to it. You ain't got to just do all those things like that. Do water, please. I appreciate it. You understand? You ain't got to add all those things. Just follow those orders and get them done, man. Because these orders, just like we teach in the ISUPK, orders will save your life, man. Right. You follow those orders, they will save your damn life. That's why you just say con out of con, right? And make that a habit of saying con out of con and just getting it done. Right? Maybe you might be, somebody who's in the Christian church or in the world, and you may have come across this video, and you want to know like what are they talking about? Yeah, just listen, because what we're teaching we're teaching the Bible, man. The Bible is about order, man. It's about war, order, and you know what I'm saying, and following orders, man. You understand? That's what it's about. It's not about all confusion and chaos and you know what I'm saying, and disputing and murmuring. We want to follow those orders and get them done. Not like, and I want to say this too. It's as a man, you damn sure should not be murmuring because it's very feminine.
Right.
It's a very feminine spirit to always have to have a rebuttal whenever a man above you gives you an order. You understand? You get this from the Christian church. You get this from Christianity. You get this from your mama, your grandmother. Right. You understand? Because let's say like right now you might get your rebel order. And then she has a rebuttal and she wants to say something and add something and say, well, this, you understand? And as a man, you should not have that spirit on you. You should just say, con, sir, and get that done like a soldier. You understand? Because that's what we are here in ISUPK. We are soldiers. Right. You understand? And if you are looking across this video and you may be in a Christian church or you may be looking for answers, you should come in this school. You should learn what the Bible is actually talking about. You should learn what Christ taught, what the Lord, the God of the real God of the Bible, how he wants his nation to be. He wants his nation to be men of war. You understand? Men of order. You know what I'm saying? Like a real soldier follows orders. Right. And that should be you. You understand? You should be a man that says, Khan, and you move like a soldier. Move like you want to serve the Lord, and not like, you understand, like an effeminate man who just got something to say. You always got something to murmur about. You understand? Keep going around scripture. And disputing. Like you got a rebuttal. You got to dispute like, man, well, let me, well, if I may, you just got to always say something. And really, if you just get it done, and then later on, maybe you can come back and say, hey, why did you give me that order? Or what was that about? That's the spirit that you should be in. You should be, that's what Christ is. Christ was a man of order. He followed orders. You know what I'm saying? He did everything the Lord told him to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you claiming that you follow Christ, you know what I'm saying? Then you should be a man like him. Right. A stern man. You know what I'm saying? You should be a man like that who always got things done decently and in order, man. You understand? So like, and keep going around scripture. Is that it? Right?
115.
Yeah, let me get 15.
Verse 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless.
And that you may be blameless, man. You understand? That you may be blameless. Like you may have, as we all have, we were in the world committing all kind of sins and doing all manner of evil. You understand? Now we come into this truth and we change and we try to become new creatures, man. Become new men, right? Based on what the scriptures is talking about, based on our example of Christ. You understand? Based on who the Lord wants us to be, man. Which is a priest, man. You don't want to be a man of order, a man who follows order, a man who keeps the commandments, a man who loves the Lord. You transforming your whole self. You understand? And you can't do that unless you follow orders. Somebody has to tell you how to walk and move and operate. You understand? Because what we've learned, like we took the time in the world to learn from wicked men, from people who wanted to do evil, and we followed everything they said. We did it. They said, yeah, you got to smoke this weed. We smoke weed. They said you got to get drunk. You got to get effed up and go to the club. You got to do that because you follow those things, and you didn't dispute and murmur and didn't do any of those things. Now we come into the truth, right? We come into the truth. We shouldn't be murmuring and disputing and having any kind of rebuttals on those things. You understand? So that we can become blameless. Now we don't walk as that old man. We don't operate as the old ways that we operated in. You understand? Now we come into the truth, we become blameless because I'm not like that no more. I'm not even that man no more. I'm a whole nother person now. You understand? Keep going.
So like, the sons of God.
You're gonna be blameless and harmless as the sons of God. This is how God intended you to be, man. Not a murmurer. You know what I'm saying? Not someone who wants to dispute but as what? Blameless.
Sons of God.
Okay, as sons of God, right? Go ahead.
Without rebuke.
Without correction, right? You don't need to know because I'm doing everything right. Like you don't have to stop and correct me because I'm gonna follow those orders. I'm gonna get these things done. Why? Because I love the Most High and I love my brothers, man. I love the hell out of the Lord and I love the hell out of my brothers and I would die for my brothers, man. You understand? So I'm gonna follow all these orders. I'm gonna get things done. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this. I'm doing that so I can be blameless, harmless, and without correction, man. As a son of God, as the sons of God, man. You understand? Because that's what the Lord is calling you to be. The Lord is calling you to be a son of God. You gotta behave like them. You can't be like the heathens, right? Because the heathens are what? Keep going.
In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation.
See, we in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. You understand? You see how America wants you to be? America wants you to be a crooked and perverse person. They don't have any order. They don't have any structure. You understand? It's just confusion and just do whatever the hell you want to. You understand? This is a free country. You can do what you want to do. You can sleep with who you want to sleep with. Be whoever you want to be with. You understand? You don't have to follow no orders, really. You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever you want to do and just have fun. And you're in a free country, right? Nah, man. That's not a son of the Lord, man. That's why you don't want to act like those heathens. You don't want to act like your oppressor. You understand? You don't act like the so-called Arabs and the Moabite, or say the Chinese. You understand? You don't want to act like them because they're a wicked and perverse nation, a crooked nation, man. You understand? And damn sure don't want to be like your oppressor, Esau. You understand? Who is the so-called white man, right? Like the Lord said, you can't make straight what was made crooked. You understand? Because he was made to be crooked, and you can't be like him unless you want to be crooked, right? Keep going.
Among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
And see, we shine as lights in the world, man. When you come into this truth, when you come into the ISUPK and you follow the Bible and follow the scriptures, your light is going to shine. You're going to be how you should be. This is how we should walk. This is how we should move. This is how we should talk. You understand? That's how you should be, man. And a perfect example, man. That's how we should be, man. You understand? Next scripture, let me get what is that? Joshua 7. Yeah, let me get 7. Matter of fact, start at 6. Let me see.
Chapters a lot.
It's a while. Let me I want to show you that following orders will save your life, man. It saves your lives and the lives of your brothers. That's what's really important. Showing the love to your brothers when you follow orders, man. You understand? Let me get Joshua. I think, go to chapter 8, I think that's what I'm looking for. 1 second. I'm just gonna pull that out real quick. No, go to Joshua. Yeah, go to Joshua 6. Let me get 6 and 17, Bible shot. Yep.
The book of Joshua, chapter 6, verse 17. And the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that and all that are therein.
See, this is
the Lord.
Now, see, this is Joshua. This is Joshua taking orders from the Lord, right? The Lord's saying, when they get ready to come take this city, and He's giving them an order that you don't want to take. They're about to go into this accursed city. You understand? And you want to make sure you follow all the orders so that the Lord can be with you. You understand? You want to follow orders as a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American. You want to make sure you follow the orders for the sake of your brothers, man. You understand? For the sake of your nation. Because if you don't follow orders, you can get your brothers killed.
Right.
You understand? The brother who you say, I die for you, brother. I love you. You my nigga. Whatever you need, brother. Boom. You selling that brother that, and then you go and do something evil, and then something happens, and then your brother dies. That same brother you said, that's my brother, man. I love that nigga. I love that. That's my brother, man, forever. And you did something sinful, and then you came amongst the brothers, and something went down, and guess what? Guess who paid for it? Your own brothers, man. So following orders that's love for your brother, love for the Lord. Right? Keep going.
Only Rahab the harlot shall live. And she and all that are with her, and all that are with her in the house.
All right, so jump down to 18, Bible Jeff.
Verse 18. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed things.
And what?
Keep yourselves from the accursed things.
So the Lord's saying, keep yourselves from the accursed thing. Don't touch those things that don't try to touch any of their valuables or any of their don't take nothing from memorabilia. Was it word memorabilia? Oh, I keep messing the word up. Don't try to take nothing from something that you want to have in your house and think something nice vase or something that look good in your bathroom. He's telling you don't touch none of that stuff, brother. You understand? Follow those orders because this whole city's cursed. It's accursed, right? Keep going.
Least you make yourselves accursed.
Hey, if you steal one of those things, you go and take one of them things, you're gonna make yourself accursed. You understand? Keep going.
When ye take of the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel a curse.
Make the what?
Camp of Israel a curse.
Wait a minute, the whole camp is gonna be a curse. Because I chose not to follow those orders, man. You understand? You understand how much in danger you put your brothers in when you don't follow orders? You understand? This is why we have to follow those orders. We have to because this is how the Lord wanted us to be, man. The Lord wanted us to be to fear Him and to follow every word He says, man. Why? Because just like the men above us, He watches over our souls. You understand? The Lord watches over our souls, but if we don't follow Him, then the Lord can't be with us. So then brothers die. Brothers die because we choose to not follow orders and do what's right. You understand? For the sake of our brothers and our nation, man. You understand? Keep going on that scripture.
And trouble it.
And trouble it, man. You're gonna trouble the whole nation. You're gonna trouble the whole camp and the whole nation because you wanted to come to camp unclean. You understand? Because you wanted to get high and then come to camp or go to war, whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to sleep with you want to go do some unlawful sex. You know what I'm saying? You want to go get high, you want to go smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? You want to fire up a cigarette or something like that. All these things you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're getting your brothers in trouble. You're getting your brothers in danger, man. Love eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You celebrating your birthday. You understand? You don't think nobody knows that you're celebrating your birthday on the side. You know what I'm saying? All those things, man. You got to consider your family, man. Consider your brothers, man. You understand? Let me get First John 4:20. That's what I want to get. 1 John 4:20. Because we claiming we love our brothers, man. We're gonna follow his orders and keep these commandments. You know what I'm saying? I really gotta be, you know what I'm saying, putting my brothers, you know what I'm saying, putting my brothers, I won't say put my brothers first, but before I do anything that's evil, you know what I'm saying, I need to be considering my brothers, you know what I'm saying, and make sure I'm following orders, make sure I'm doing the right and decent thing, man, according to the scriptures. You understand? And that's just saying I love my brothers just for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? Because really, when you really and truly, if you're not following orders and you're always doing, you always have your hand in something evil, you don't love your brother. You actually hate your brother, man. You understand? You got the scripture?
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If any man say, I love God.
Now, if you're claiming that you love God, you might be that brother who's just, I love the Lord. Now, you know, like a lot of times, you know, we learn in the Christian church, you know, we be swearing up and down, we love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what we learn in the world. We say, I love the Lord. You know, I love the Lord, you know, all my heart. You know, all right? Keep going.
And hated his brother.
Now, if you hate your brother, right, you're showing hatred towards your brother, and you don't even want to follow orders or keep the commandments. You want to do nothing. You just want to just be evil and just do whatever the hell you want to, right? But you claiming you love the Lord. Keep going.
He is a liar.
No, you're a liar, actually. You're a liar. You understand? And then we all see it. Everybody's going to see that you're a liar because why? Because of your actions. You understand? What we know is the word love isn't just a word that is thrown around like we learn in the world. You show love by your actions. You understand how you operate and how you move. If I tell the Lord I love, if I'm claiming I love the Lord, then I'm gonna have to prove it by how I move and how I operate and how I do things. You understand? That's real love, man. You know what I'm saying? If I claim I love my brother, if I say I love my brother, I love that nigga, then I'm gonna make sure I do things to make sure he's safe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I follow orders. I'm gonna make sure I do things that, you know, to make sure that my brothers are taken care of, man. That's love, man. You understand? That's what love is. Love is not celebrating Christmas because, damn, man, you know, I love my nation. I had to put down Christmas because I love my mom. I actually do. I love my brothers and my family. I love my friends. You know what I'm saying? And I love the Lord. I love the brothers who I go and teach with and I go to war with. You understand? I love those brothers. So I'm not messing with Christmas. I'm not messing with Thanksgiving. I'm not messing with pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I'm putting that stuff away from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not smoking weed. Why? Because I do love my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing this by my actions. I'm showing the Lord that I love the Lord, and I'm showing my brothers that. You understand? Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen.
Now, like you ain't even seen it. Oh, sorry. Read from the top.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hated his brother.
Right. Now, I want to say this. Now, if a man say something, this is another thing. Now, if you say something, you got to be mindful of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's in your mind is going to come out of your mouth. So now you have to be very mindful of what you say because you have to be a man of your word. That's another part of being a man of the Lord. Being a man of your word, not being a damn liar. You got to mean what you say. So you got to really, you know, think about what you're saying. Keep going.
He is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen?
Now you claiming you love your brother, but you can't even follow orders. You can't even do what you saying you know what you're gonna do. You understand? This is how we practice love. We practicing it, man. I'm practicing these things because I do love my brothers, man. I do love my nation. I do, and your rib should be following your orders too. That's how she proves that she loves you. You know what I'm saying? You give your rib an order, like, listen, baby, make sure you get this done and that, this, that, and the third done. You come home and you know, hopefully it's done. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how she's showing she do love. She loves you. She loves the hell out of you. You understand what I'm saying? We all have a way. Love is it's an action word.
Yeah, right.
We show this by our actions, man. You understand? And Christ showed us love. Christ died for us. That was an action. You know, he died on the cross for us, and he never broke no commandments, didn't break any laws, anything. Like he followed all the orders that the Lord gave him.
Right.
You understand? And how do we pray him? By what? By not keeping the commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? He was our example to follow orders. He followed orders, and he did everything his father said. That's how we got to be. That's an example for us. We have to walk just like Christ did and follow orders and keep commandments and do things that the men above us tell us to do. You understand? Because we proving something. We proving. We got something to prove. So you got to be a man. I got something to prove, man. I do love my brother. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me get Matthew 25 and 40 by Bouchard. What's this? Yeah, let me get Matthew 25 and 40 by Bouchard. You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it until one of the least of Salakia.
That's what?
I'm going to take it from the top. Matthew 25 and 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Now look, check that out, man. Like if I do something evil against my brother, that means I'm doing it towards the Lord too. I'm doing it towards Christ and everything. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't sleep with my brother's rib because now I'm, you understand? Because now I'm disrespecting the Lord. That means I don't care about my brother. If I don't care about my brother, then I must not care about the Lord or, or anything, man. I don't care about Christ. I don't care about none of the men above me. I don't care about the Bible. I don't care about nobody. You understand? Because you showing your action. You doing it. You thinking you just doing it to a brother. Like I can't stand that brother right there, man. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make something happen to that brother. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you just doing it to that brother, but you doing it to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you showing your hatred towards your hatred towards your brother. You showing that towards the Lord, man. You showing the Lord how much you hate the Lord. Right. You understand? And that's evil. You don't want to be that brother. You don't want to be that man. You understand? But that's how the heathens do. You understand? That's exactly how the heathens operate, man. You understand? Let me get is that it on that?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me get John 13:34 by Rashad.
13:34.
Yeah, I'll make sure it sounds right. Yeah, 13:34.
This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34.
Now, matter of fact, Salaki, hold that. Let me get Leviticus 19:17. Bible. That's what I want to get. You understand? Because we doing this why? Because we have to correct one another, man. Why? Because we coming out of the world. You know what I'm saying? You might be in the world. You don't know these things that we're teaching. You might be coming out of the Buddhism. You know what I'm saying? And you never learn these things. But this is how the Lord wants us to operate. The Lord wants us. This is how we practice true brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of out of the world, out of the ghetto, we all looking for brotherhood. We all looking for a brotherhood, like brotherhood and a way of life. You understand? But with brotherhood, with real brotherhood, comes with instructions, comes with order. You understand? It comes with, you know what I'm saying? Integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. That's how you show true love, man. Hey, read what you got, Baba.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother.
Now the Lord just started. He brought this out like this. He said, "Don't." He said, "You shall not hate your brother. Don't hate your brother. How am I hate my brother?
In thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
You have to rebuke your neighbor. Which who is your neighbor? The scriptures. That's another cut for the Christians. The scripture just prove that your brother is your neighbor.
Right.
You understand? That's a whole nother class. But when you correct your brother, correcting your neighbor, your brother, you understand? This is showing true love, man. This is showing true love for your brother when you correct them. When you teach them how to do the right thing. You understand?
Right.
And a lot of times, you might be compelled, if you learn that it's true, you know what I'm saying? Like you might be in Walmart, you seen your sister or your brother, they getting ready to, buy some pork chops or some ham hocks or something like that, some shrimp, like they get ready for a party, something like that. As a priest, that's your job to tell them, this. The Lord said this is unclean to you.
Right.
The Lord said don't. You shouldn't eat those things. That's showing love, man. I see a brother who's smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Depending on I don't even want to say that, but really, you want to gauge the situation. You might have to correct your brother on the cigarette. Like, cigarettes, man, is unlawful. That's against the Lord. What you should do, you should, come in the ISUPK. We'll show you how to kick that, man. We'll show you how to, kick that habit. You know what I'm saying? So, you have some clean lungs, brother. Clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And you be a healthy brother, man. We'll show you how to do that. You know what I'm saying? You might have to correct your brother. Why? Because you're showing this brother love, man. You know what I'm saying? We're showing love. This is what we do. This is what the ISUPK has been doing since 1969. When we go out on these street corners and we teach the Bible, man. When we teach the scriptures, we're telling our people we crying aloud and sparing not. You know what I'm saying? To show our people their sins, to show them that this is where we're going off. This is where we're going wrong. We loving these Edomites. We loving our oppressor. We loving these other nations. And we should be loving us. We should be loving so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? And teaching one another and teaching us we can't walk this way. We can't celebrate these holidays. We can't do those things. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what love is, man. Love is correction. You know what I'm saying? Love is following orders. Love is doing the right thing, man, for your nation. Right? Keep going.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And you're gonna suffer sin upon him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't done nothing wrong. What you're doing is exactly right, man. That's what the Lord wants you to do. Is get our people together, man. Gather together, old nation not desired. And first of all, we gotta find out what's the problem. And the problem is we've been loving the other nations instead of our brothers, instead of our sisters, instead of our children. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been loving one another. Black, Hispanic, Native Americans haven't been loving Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. You understand? We haven't been loving our brothers. We haven't been loving our family, man. That's what we should be loving, man. We should be taking care of one another. We should be correcting one another and getting each other out of the Christian church, out of the Catholic Church, who's been lying to us, who's been teaching us the wrong way, teaching us that the law is done away with, that you can commit adultery and lie and sin and just do whatever you want. And the God of the Bible is gonna love you. He's gonna love you regardless. And that's not the Bible, man. You understand? Real correction comes. Real love is correction, man.
Right.
You understand? That's how you show you love somebody, man. When you and not fear them. You understand? You about to ask something?
Well, if I could,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd be long-winded, but what you're saying is heavy. Real love, real correction, and loving your brother is you gotta give up the things that the oppressor taught you.
Mm-hmm.
That's real love.
You gotta give up the things.
All that stuff is poisoning you, and I love you so much. I'm telling you to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, that's damn right, man. That's damn right. You gotta give up the things that your oppressor taught you. You understand? That's real love, man. When you showing the love, when you want to show love to the Lord, you have to give up those things that you've been taught all your life that has made your family happy, like celebrating Christmas and all these holidays. You have to give those things up, man. That's how you really show the love. That's why Christ said, he said, he that loveth not his mother or his father or his wife or his children, you understand? Those are the ones who know Christ. Those are the ones who truly love Christ, man. You understand? Because you're going to have to give up those things that they love, like birthdays and birthday cakes and all this other stuff, man. You're going to give those things up. That's how you showing love to your nation, man, to your God, man, the God of Israel, the God of so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. You about to add something?
Yeah, I was just having a precept.
Yeah.
Hebrews 12:6.
Let him read that. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good that way.
Okay, no sweat.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Hebrews 12:6.
Yes. Hebrews 12:6.
I got it.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth.
That's a very good precept. Hey, get that brother here. Get that brother here, man. Damn good precept. That's exactly right, man. Is that it, right?
Nice more.
Or hold on. So he whom the Lord chastised. The Lord has been chastising so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians for over 400 years, right? Because we are the ones who he loved, man. Like our oppressor doesn't get chastised. He doesn't go through anything.
Right.
He can do cocaine and do drugs and rape and do all kind of stuff. And you're like, man, this dude, why this dude don't ever? Because the Lord don't love him. The Lord, this kingdom has been just rising and rising and rising up. You understand? And your oppressor has not paid for his crimes, man. He hasn't paid for his sins, his crimes. He hasn't prayed for the trail of tears. Nothing has happened to him because the Lord don't love him. The Lord does not love our oppressor. And this is why Judgment Day is actually his court day. You understand? That's the day of justice for our oppressor. You understand? Keep going.
And scourge every son whom he receiveth. Verse 7. If ye endure chastening.
You got to endure chastening. Sometimes, it's hard for somebody to take correction. In the world, even though somebody try to correct us, I mean, brothers ready to go in. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go to war. Like, what you don't know me.
Right.
Like, who was you? You couldn't, like, I mean, the substitute teacher was the prime example when he was in school. The substitute teacher couldn't correct you because Well, nigga, who is you? You ready to cuss the substitute teacher out? You know what I'm saying? That's why you got teachers quitting right now. They ain't trying to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to take correction, man. You know what I'm saying? Because those things are going to make us better. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were growing up, I mean, believe it or not, like even the scripture says, spare not the rod. You know what I mean? For your children, when your children acting up, you gotta spare not the rod. You know, get this brother, correct this brother, correct that boy. That boy acting up like that. He keep trying to touch the outlet. I gotta whoop him. Why? Because I love him and I don't want him to die from touching the dang outlet and get electrocuted. I love the hell out of that boy, and I'm not gonna let that happen. So what I'm gonna do? He keep on doing that. I'm gonna get him right. You know what I'm saying? That's love. That's chastening, man. Your brother's acting up, brother. Come on, man. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? You got to get your mind right. Get your mind in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind in these. Come on, brother. You love your brothers, man. You love the Lord. Come on, we got to do this. We got to get this stuff done, man. You understand? That's correction, brother. You getting corrected. So yeah, you because the brother who's over you or the brother, your brother, you don't have to be a brother over you. It can be a brother under you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might be a drunk. Maybe you might be a brother. You know what I'm saying? Who loves to get drunk and just be drinking until you damn near drunk. And the brother under you might have to correct you because you might just doing too much. You're doing too much, brother, because you're drinking too much and you drunk. And now you're trying to get behind the wheel. And somebody got to correct you and tell you no, sir, you've been drinking too much and you about to get behind the wheel. No, sir, you cannot do that, sir. You need to come sit down here. You know what I'm saying? If I may, please just give me your keys and just sit down. You understand? Because we need correction when we're going off. That's what the ISUPK teach. The ISUPK teaches correction, brother. We don't teach to keep sinning no matter what rank you are, where you are. You know what I'm saying? We teach, we make sure everybody is following the commandments and doing the right thing. You understand? We're not like the world. We're not like the white man's military. You understand? Where you are just afraid of, you know what I'm saying? You're afraid to correct even the men above you. You know what I'm saying? You might in the world, you're afraid to correct somebody who you like, somebody who you just favor. You got so much love for this brother, and you have so much love for, this is your big brother. It's your big brother, and you love him so much, you look up to him and you can't tell him to stop smoking. You can't, this is my brother, he's just a big brother. Oh, you can't tell that brother, you understand? You can't tell him to stop smoking weed. You can't do that because he's your big brother, but that's evil, man. That's showing a hatred. It's like we just read. You understand? You shall not hate your brother in your heart. Don't hate your brother in your mind, man. You gotta love your people, man. Love your nation and love them with all your heart, man. You understand? Because you want them, you know what I'm saying? You want them to do the right thing, man. You understand? To see the kingdom, to not be the least in the kingdom. You don't want to be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? The scribes and Pharisees were damn near hypocrites. They were hypocrites. They were evil. They were evil, wicked bastards. You understand? Who did whatever the hell they wanted to do in the closed door and behind closed doors. You understand? And then go out there and tell everybody else they doing wrong. We can't be like that. We're not gonna be evil, wicked hypocrites. You understand? We're gonna be righteous men and keep those commandments. We're gonna do what we say and say what we do. You understand? Keep going on that scripture, Baba Bishop.
God dealeth with you as with sons.
Now that was a great precept, Bob. You know what I'm saying? You were the son of God. Man, I said son of God. How the scripture go? You were sons of God. Sons of God. You know what I'm saying? You were acting like a child of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord chastises you, that's how you know you are his children. You are his children because he's chastising you just like he would do a child, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your own kids who are, you know what I'm saying, who are misbehaving. And you chastise them. Why? Because you do love them. And you want them to do the right thing. You want them to live. You're trying to keep them alive. You know what I'm saying? That's what, as a parent, that's what you're trying to do. Keep them alive till they at least, you know what I'm saying, 25. Damn. Stop doing that, son. You got to tell your kids stop doing things like that. Why? Because you love them, man. You know what I'm saying? And we showing that same. The Lord showed us those things, showing us love like this, and we learning from these things. We following these scriptures, man. We learning from our mistakes, man. We learn from the chastisement that we've been going through for over 400 years. We're learning those things, man. And we have to correct one another to show that love. You understand? Same way the Lord chastises us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're with rebuke. No, brother, don't do that. Put that down. Stop doing that. Put those blunts down. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to sleep with a prostitute, man. You know, you got to shed yourself with the world, brother. Let's get right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's love, brother. Is that in that scripture? Okay, go ahead.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Now, he said, now what son is who he don't chastise? The people who are not his children, man. Like Esau. Esau ain't been chastised, but he's gonna be judged on the day of judgment. That's what the day of judgment is about. When our oppressor pays for his crimes. You understand? When he pays for the sins that he's committed. You know what I'm saying? Unlike us, the Lord loves us. You know what I'm saying? The precept today is Romans 9:13.
Damn right.
You understand? The Lord loves Jacob. He loves the children of Israel, but he hates Esau.
Right.
So he's not going to chastise him. You understand? And your oppressor has a long record. He has a long rap sheet. You understand? That stretches all the way to Canaan. You understand? He's going to pay for his crimes, brother. And he has not been chastised yet. But that day it's soon. It's right around the corner. You understand? And you should know that by what? By looking at, if you've been listening to the ISUPK, you should know we've been giving you warnings about the Third World War since 1969, man. Telling you that, you know, the Lord's gonna cause the third World War to come. You understand? And it's gonna be destruction and death all over the earth, man. You understand? And it's gonna be the judgment of your oppressors. He's gonna finally get his judgment. So, like, let me get Matthew 5:22 by Bishop. Oh yeah.
I'm still holding John.
Oh yeah, go ahead. So, like, read that by Bishop.
It's the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
That you love one another. You understand? You gotta love your brothers, man. That's what Christ is telling us to do, man. Christ is telling us to love our brothers, man. Right? Not like we did in the world where, you know, we plotted against our brother, we hated our brothers, we robbed our brothers, killed our brothers, slept with our brothers' ribs. You understand? What we ought to do is keep those commandments, man, and love our brothers.
Damn right.
You understand? Read that again.
It's the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give to you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
As I have loved you. How did Christ love us, man? First of all, Christ kept those commandments, right? He kept those commandments perfectly. You understand? And then he died for us, even though he became a sacrifice for us when we was the one sinning. You understand? We was the one that's breaking all the laws, statutes, commandments. So he died for us. He took the blame for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what do we ought to do? What should we do? Since Christ laid down his life for us, man, we should keep those commandments. We should love our brothers, man. We should follow orders and love our brothers and keep those commandments, not eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and sleep with whores and celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving. We should give up those things just like Christ loved us, man. Christ loved us. He didn't do those things because he loved the nation of Israel. You understand? That's what we ought to do. We have to do those things. You understand? Keep going.
That ye also love one another.
That you love one. Let's read that from the top again.
The book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
And that ye love one another. You understand? We're going to follow the example of Christ if we're going to learn, if we're going to know how to love one another. You understand? Because he's our example. You understand? He didn't smoke weed and get high and do those things like that. He didn't disobey the orders that was given from him from the Lord. He followed all his orders. He kept those commandments. He did the right thing. You understand? He was our example, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we ought to live. We got to live just like that. The scripture said he came in the likeliness of sinful flesh, meaning the same fight we got in this flesh, same fight he had, and he overcame it, brother.
Right.
You understand? He overcame those things. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't betray his brothers. He didn't lie to his brothers. You understand? He kept it. I'm gonna say like he kept it all the way real, all the way 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? The brother, you know what I'm saying? And that's the example that we need to follow. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
And again, this is how you're gonna know you really follow Christ, man. You want to follow Christ because why? Because this is how you practice love towards your brothers. Practice love towards your nation, man, by keeping those commandments. You understand? By walking, you understand, the same way Christ walked. Not being a hypocrite. Not saying, not being somebody who says, you know what I'm saying, I love my people, I love my nation. But then you go and fire up a blunt, something like that. You don't correct your people on anything they're doing. You're not a man of the Lord, man. You understand? First of all, you have to fight the demons that you got. We got demons that we have to fight every day, right? If you gotta fight those demons that tell you, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire up this blunt, get high. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go, try to plot on, try to look at my brother's rib a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the demon might be, you just not wanting to do what the men above you say. You know what I mean? These all these demons, you gotta have to fight those demons that you have within you. That's where the real battle begins. You understand? The real battle begins with you, man. You understand? You're gonna have to fight those demons so that you can prove to the Lord that you do love the Lord and you do love your brothers, man. You understand? And that's how you're going to prove that you are what?
Salakia. That ye are my disciples.
How you prove that you are his disciples, man. Because you are walking just as Christ gave an order to. You know what I'm saying? He's telling you how to walk. He's telling you how to be, man. He's telling you need to love your brothers. And love starts with correction. You got to correction begins with you. You know what I'm saying? That's where real rebuke and correction comes from. You understand? When you saying I love my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like when scripture says hate not thy brother in thy heart, but rebuke thy brother, you gotta correct yourself too. What's that scripture? Let me get I think it's John 7. Let me see. I think it's one that came to my mind right quick. Hold up. Let's get this one real quick. Where's the one not John 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna paraphrase it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't rebuke your brother, you can't correct your brother if you in sin. Like, if you have a beam in your eye, you know what I'm saying? You can't go and correct your brother and tell your brother, you got to stop sinning. You got to stop smoking weed, brother. You got to stop lying. You can't tell him that if you still doing stuff.
Right.
You can't be a damn hypocrite, man. You can't be like the scribes and the Pharisees, the water. You can't be like the scribes and the Pharisees. You can't be a damn liar. You can't be like a fake Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up those things too. You got to give up pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You got to give up worshiping idols. You understand? You got to give those things up too. You can't be a damn hypocrite, man. You can't cast out the beam. It's like it. You can't cast out the speckle of dust out of your brother's eye, but not notice the beam that's in your eye. Right. Meaning what? You got to correct yourself, man. You got to get yourself cleaned up first. This is why we say when brothers come into the school, come into the ISUPK, we have brothers shed themselves of the world. You know what I'm saying? And put off those things. Put off the things that they were doing in the world. You understand? Before they can become a priest and teach. You understand? Because it's a process, man. We can't be hypocrites in the nation of Israel. We can't be hypocrites as the sons of God. Can't be like that, brother. You have to be a man of your word. You understand? You have to stand on truth. You know what I'm saying? Not on lies, not like our oppressor. You understand? Not like a liar like your oppressor is. You understand? Wow. Our oppressor is a liar. Ukraine is finding out, realizing that now. You know You know what I'm saying? They believe everything America was telling them. Right now, where is America? Where is United States at? They claim they had their back. Now they're in a war, and NATO and America, and they're not behind them. Because why? Our oppressor is showing that they're not a man of their word. They don't stand on what they're saying, man. You understand? Keep going on that scripture. Or is that it, right?
That ye have love one to another.
That you have love for one another, man. That's how you show love to one another. Let me get let me get Matthew 5:22. No. Yeah, 5:22. Sure.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees.
So your righteousness has to exceed the scribes. Now, what were the scribes and Pharisees doing? So we just brought out the scribes and Pharisees. They weren't men of their word. They weren't telling you, they were telling you probably to keep the commandments, and they claimed they knew the law, but they weren't following that law. They'll tell you not to eat pork, and they go in there and eat a ham sandwich. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, you can't do this, that, and the third, and they'll go and do those things. They'll go and break all those commandments. They'll break all the laws, thinking that no man's seen them. This is why when Christ said, and Christ knew when the Pharisees brought over the sister who was found in adultery, right? And the Pharisees were trying to say, let's stone this woman. She was found in adultery. And Christ said, he without sin cast the first stone. And none of them moved. They couldn't do nothing. Why? Because they were sinners too. They were sinners, and they was committing adultery and doing all kind of things, man. You understand? And you don't want to be a hypocrite. You don't want to be like those damn Pharisees, man.
That's right.
You want to do what Christ told the woman. Christ gave the woman an order. He said, go and sin no more. Don't go and break those laws no more, man. Let me get 1 John 4:3, Bible shot. So we can find out, so we know what he's talking about. When he said, go and sin no more. What does it mean to go and sin? What is sin? You understand? Go and sin no more. You got that scripture?
The book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse.
Chapter 4. Is it 3 and 4? 3 and 4. No, you 12.
Chapter 3, verse 4. Whoever committed sin transgresses also the law.
Uh-huh.
For sin is a transgression of the law.
For sin is the transgression of the law. That's what sin is. You understand? So when Christ's telling her, don't do that no more, don't sin no more, he's telling her, don't break the law no more. Don't be committing adultery. So repent. That's what it means to repent. When you change your mind towards how you feel towards the Lord and the law, statutes, commandments, man. You understand? When you acknowledge those things and say, I'm not going to sin. I'm not going to break these laws no more. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to walk as Christ did. I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to keep those commandments. I'm going to try to do the right thing. You understand? I'm going to try to be the example Christ was. Christ died for his nation, man. You understand? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill off the old me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to kill off the old me, how I used to be, and how sinful I was, meaning unlawful. I was doing all these unlawful things. I'm gonna stop doing those things, man. I'm gonna love my God. I'm gonna walk like Christ did, and I'm gonna love my nation. I'm gonna love my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And what are you doing? You're showing your God, man. This is an action. You're practicing an action, man. Not by your words. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, where you at? Hold that and drop that and let me get John 14:27 by Brotherhood. Let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you Christ is not like the world. When the world is claiming something and they not really about their word. You know what I'm saying? So the example you should be. Keep going.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
Peace I leave with you.
He said what?
Peace I leave with you.
Christ is telling you shalom. He's telling you peace, man. Right? Peace. Keep going.
My peace I give unto you.
Uh-huh.
Not as the world giveth.
Not as the world giveth. Why is Christ saying not as the world giveth? Because the world always says peace and love and happiness. Even the pastor is telling you peace and love and happiness and prosperity. You understand? Keep going.
Not as the world giveth.
Uh-huh.
but I give it to you. Let not your heart be troubled.
He said, don't let your heart be troubled. Don't be troubled by what I'm telling you. Christ is telling you, I'm giving you peace. Peace I leave unto you. Don't be troubled. Don't trip. I know I'm saying this, right? Why? Keep going.
Neither let it be afraid.
Uh-huh.
Verse 28.
No, it's like, hold on there. He said, don't let it be afraid that I'm telling you this. Why? Because the world doesn't mean what they say. They don't mean what they're telling you. Like even a woman in the world will say, I love you. I'll never leave you. And you my man, this, that, and the third, and they're gonna lay with your best friend. You understand? That's what he means by that. Your oppressor will run for president and give promises to Black, Hispanic, Native Americans and don't uphold none of them. You understand? Don't do none of those things. And they're just telling you, what is that word? They're just telling you things to win you over. You understand? That's what the world does. But when Christ said, peace I leave unto you, he absolutely meant it. He meant that. You understand? And that's the man that you got to be. You got to be a man of you. If you claim that you love your Lord, you got to not hate your brother. You know what I'm saying? If you claiming this, that, and the third, you have to not be a hypocrite. Can't be like the scribes and Pharisees who went around telling people to keep the commandments, who try to cut Christ. You know what I'm saying? With commandment scriptures, and they weren't keeping none of the commandments. You don't want to be a damn hypocrite, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you follow the orders of the Lord. Follow the men above you. You know what I'm saying? Who are the example, who the Lord set above you. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You want to be an example based on what Christ was, man. You understand? Next, let me get drop that. Let me get Luke 6:31, Bible shot.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31.
Uh-huh.
And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
See now, the way you want to be treated. This is like a saying you've heard all your life, man. Same way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? You want to treat others like that too. You want to treat your brothers like that also, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be out here lying to your brothers or mistreating your brothers. You understand? You want to be an honest brother, man. You want to be an honest sister. Be an honest person, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a damn hypocrite. Don't be a liar. You know what I'm saying? Be about what you say. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
What was that?
Oh, yeah. Luke 6:31.
Yeah, Luke 6 and what?
31.
31.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Yeah, that's right, man. You want to be the example of how you want to be treated, man. You understand? Show your brother with kindness, man. Show your brother with love, man. You know what I'm saying? And that includes rebuking them when they're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are an honest person, you will want correction when you're messing up, when you're not doing right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get better. That's how you get better at anything you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like even when, let's say a worldly example, you playing sports and your coach says, don't do it this way, don't move that way, you gotta do it this way. Or maybe you box or something like that. Don't stand like that. Put your hands up and do it this way. Why? Because they don't want you to see you lose. They don't want to see you, you know what I mean? Get your butt whooped. Same thing that comes from the men above you, the brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Lord set above you. Do this, do that in the third. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that brother really loves you, man. He wants to see you win. He wants to see you get in this kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see you. He wants to make sure you're safe when things really hit the fan, when America really falls. You want to make sure that, this brother, he was following order. He was doing the right thing, man. I know he's fine. There was a tornado that hit Round Rock. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you don't even get worried. Like, here's the truth, man. You don't even really get worried when things like that happen. When you're really in the truth, when you're really keeping the commandments. Even the scripture says, perfect love casteth out fear. You know what I'm saying? When you really showing you love your brothers, when you love the Lord, you ain't gonna have that damn fear over you, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even worried about it at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this. The reason why I'm saying this because this is how we should be as a nation. We shouldn't be worried about things like that. We shouldn't be. When you seeing World War III popping off, you see it unfolding. if you really come in this truth and practice anything, those things ain't gonna worry you, man. When Russia's talking about like we about to send a nuke over here, it's about to go down. Tired of America. When it go down, you like, come on, push the button. You'll be like a little Asian girl in Rush Hour. Push the button. That's how you're gonna be. Because you're not even worried about it. Because you know this is the truth. Like you gonna really know the Lord got you, man.
Right.
Why? Because you was with the Lord, man. You was with your brothers. You loved your brothers. You love the Lord. You love your nation. You're doing those things, man. And the Lord's gonna protect you. And you're gonna see these things, and they're not gonna come near you. You're gonna see it, and it's not gonna come near you. You're gonna be like, dang, that's crazy. You saw what happened over there? Wow, you saw what happened to them people? Man, that's crazy. This is gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna put a hedge of angels around you, man, to protect you. And it ain't gonna be no sweat, like Yeah, it is what it is. What you about to say?
It's like about me.
Huh?
Hey, that hedge of the host of the Lord, that's real. I drove through a tornado yesterday, man.
But you was over there?
Come, the whole thing.
You all right?
Hey, man. Hey,
You see it?
Shit, I got proof, man.
All right, no sweat.
Hey, when the Lord with you, man, it ain't gonna stop you. That's why we're trying to tell y'all, come into this ranks, come into this one body and the commanded daily honor, man.
That's right, man.
So you can see what it feels like for your zeal to be on fire. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no greater feeling. It ain't.
Well, damn right. No, you too all, man. Good night. Well, I'm glad you are. But see, that's the example, man. The Lord's gonna protect you and keep you safe, man.
Right.
No matter what, you know what I'm saying? But you really have to be proving what you're saying, man. You have to be proving, like you claim that you love the Lord, you're gonna keep these commandments, you love your brothers, you love your nation. You have to be walking like that and talking like and moving like that, operating like that. Not only in front of your brothers, you gotta be doing this even when you're by yourself. Right. Because that's when those demons don't come and attack you the most. When you're alone, man. They must say, look, man, so you're not around your brothers, man. You ain't doing this, that. You ain't doing that today. Ain't no class today. You know what I'm saying? You can do this, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to watch some porn? You want to watch some porn? These things are going to happen to you. You want to smoke some weed? You smoke some weed, ain't wrong with it. You know, ain't nobody going to know it because you know what? The weed going to wear off, and then you always going to wear off, and then by then, they don't even know. By the time we camp, they're going to even know. That's how demons, they're going to be all in your head like that. That's what's going to happen. You understand? And you're going to have to fight those demons, man. It's like we say, the battle of Armageddon begins with you, man. So you got to fight those demons. You got to fight those demons so that you can be a better brother. You can be a better man. You know what I'm saying? This is like you're gonna have to fight those things, man, so that you can be the man. You can be what the scripture says, the sons of God. You can be the sons of God, man, walking in that example, man. You know what I'm saying? As a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. You understand? Hey, drop that. Let me get where we at? Let me get John 15 and 12, Abu Shah.
John 15 and 12.
I got it. Book of John, chapter 15, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
We read this already?
I'm not sure.
No, we read 1 John 4:20.
Okay, no sweat. Read that again, Abu Shah.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
See? Christ gave us a commandment to tell us that we need to love the Lord as he loved us, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep those laws, statutes, commandments as he loved us. We need to love our nation as he loved us. Scripture I was looking for, really. Let me get what's that one where he said he laid down his life? Let me get Mark. Yeah, Mark 12 and 31, Babu Shah. I think that's what. You know what I'm saying? That's how we ought to live. That's how we ought to walk, man. As so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Mark 12 and 31, sir.
Yeah. Do I?
Mark chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this.
No, that's not it, but no sweat. Matter of fact, since you're there, go ahead and start at 28, Babu Shah.
Come on, come. Mark chapter 12, verse 28. And one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together, and perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, which is the first commandment of all? Verse 29.
He said, which is the commandment of all? Like, what's the biggest and greatest commandment we need to be doing? Keep going.
Verse 29. And Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel.
Oh, he said, hear, O Israel. So he ain't talking about everybody.
Right.
Why is he bringing out it's an Israelite credo? It's in Deuteronomy 4 and 6. It says, hear, O Israel. Right?
I'm right.
And if you understand these records, man, what he's saying is this was known throughout all Israel. There's some records. We have a book called Lost Tribes. I think the Lost Tribes in the Promised Land, where this sister was speaking down in South America. There was I believe it was an explorer. He was a European explorer who came over to the South America, and he was analyzing the land and documenting everything he saw. And when he met this sister and these people in this tribe, the sister said this credo in her language. She said, as a matter of fact, she said it in Hebrew. She said the script. She said that same scriptures. Read it again.
Verse 29. And Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
The Lord our God is one Lord. This is what the sister said over in South America. This is like I believe this happened. This was written or documented. I believe in the 1800s, man. You understand? They know who we are. They know exactly who we are. They know our records. They know what we're supposed to be doing. This is why we are divided. You understand? We're divided because they put things in place, devices in place, right. Music. They do it through our music, through movies, through propaganda, to separate the children of Israel, to separate Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. There's even so much division within Black people. You understand? This brother's here, this brother's there. But here in the ISUPK, we have brothers from all walks of life.
Right.
You understand? We got brothers who used to sell drugs to brothers who work in corporate. You know what I'm saying? Who never even seen bars, like prison bars. You understand? Because this is who the Lord is calling the children of Israel. You understand? And we have to separate ourselves from the things that were used to divide us, the things that cause division. You understand? Including, you know what I'm saying, not the lack of brotherhood. So right. The main thing we learned from our oppressor Esau. Right. We learned no brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Russia and Ukraine, they're the same people. They're the same exact people, but do they have brotherhood? No. So we learn brotherhood from. We've been learning brotherhood from people who don't even have brotherhood amongst themselves. What is the 4th of July about? You know what I'm saying? When America gained their independence from who? The British. You know what I'm saying? And the British was supplying the 13 colonies. They helped them. Then they turn their back. They turn their back on them, and they go to war. So that's who we're learning brotherhood from. We're learning brotherhood from people who don't have any brotherhood. Right. They don't have any brotherhood, and we've been learning Bloods and Crips. We've been learning vice lords and GDs. We've been learning division, man. You understand? And we should be learning to love one another, man. Right. Should be loving to, you know what I'm saying, learning brotherhood from Christ, learning brotherhood from the scriptures, man, from these commandments, man. That's what brotherhood is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I keep going right scripture, Bob Show.
Come. The Lord our God is one Lord. Verse 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
And love the Lord with all your heart. Keep going.
And with all thy soul.
And with all your soul.
And with all thy mind. And with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
Now I'm gonna tell you, man. The only way to do these things is by keeping commandments. You can't just be loving the Lord. You ain't gonna praise dance and claim you love the Lord. You ain't gonna just break dance and just dance as hard as you could, and then that's how I play. I claim that I love the Lord. Right. That's not what it means. Or you might. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna break dance. You ain't gonna lift no weights for the Lord. That ain't it. That's not what he's talking about. Loving the Lord all your might. This meaning you like if you have an addiction to pork, brother, you're gonna have to let that go. You're gonna be like, you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight through. You understand? You're gonna have to see it through. You got to see it through. You understand what I'm saying? That's what all your might is. Fighting those demons and those urges of your flesh, man. Those lustful, the lustful things of your flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what all your might is, man. And all your soul, you know what I'm saying? Your whole spirit should be towards the Lord, man. You understand? And the best way to strengthen your spirit and your soul, brother, is with brotherhood, brother. By being amongst your brothers. You understand? Because when you amongst your brothers, when you amongst real brothers who keep the commandments and we doing the right thing, you ain't gonna have those urges of smoking weed and doing those things like that, because we don't do that. Right. You understand? It's amongst it's the spirit. You understand? You amongst your brothers, and we don't do that, brother. We don't eat that, we don't drink that, we don't celebrate that. You understand what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have no urges of the world. It's just not gonna be there. This is why the demons only come. I don't say the demons only come to you when you're alone. They mostly come to you when you're by yourself, man, because you're not amongst your brothers. It's when you're most vulnerable. And what the demons is trying to do is separate you from your brothers. Right. It's the main, because if they can get you away from your brothers, now you're the world's. You belong to the world now. You understand? This is exactly what's going on, brother. And that's what. And let me tell you this: once the demon can get you separated from your brothers, then the demon can really operate on you. Because the demon's main job is to kill you. You understand that? Bro. That's why when you read about when Christ seen the brother who had many demons, he had a legion. He had, thousands of demons on him. For his name is Legion. You know what I'm saying? What did the demon say? The demon said, send us to the swine, send us to those pigs. And when the spirits left the man and went into the pigs, what happened to the pigs? The pigs ran off over to the cliff and died. Which showed you what? Showed you that those demons are made to kill you. That's why when you smoke weed, when you smoke cigarettes, you get cancer. If you're a homosexual, you might get AIDS. You understand? You're a prostitute, you might get AIDS. You're killed out there. You understand? These things are created to kill you, brother. You understand? And this is why brotherhood is so important. Right. Following orders is so important. You understand? Because it will save your damn life. Right. You understand? The Lord put you amongst the brothers because he loves you and he wants you to live. And you know what I'm saying? He wants you to keep these commandments. He wants you to be amongst brothers who are doing it. You know what I'm saying? He loves the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord put brothers over you because he loves you. Why? Because these are the men that look over your soul. It's like the scripture says, they watch over your soul, man. You understand? That's what their job is. They're always thinking about you like, damn, I hope is this brother all right? Is he good? You understand? Hey, brother, do this because, you just do this. Make sure this is done. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow those things. Everybody, what you about to add? Go ahead. You talk.
What you saying is heavy. That brought me to the event. Well, that thing we went to the mission to Acuna. That's
right.
And if any brother would have known or talked back to the men above, we could have lost our life.
That's right, brother.
Like it's heavy what you're saying though, because following orders is key. Mm-hmm. Whenever the men above was saying double time, and 2 minutes later we wasn't double time, and it could have been over. We don't know who was there after us or whatnot. Mm-hmm. It was definitely a sight to see. So what you're saying, following orders will save your life, because if not, it could have went wrong. Could have literally lost our lives. We could have not been here today.
That's right, man. That's right. Hey, get that brother in, man. You know what I'm saying? Brother said it's super heavy. If we would not have followed orders, brother, like we were in level 4 cartel area. You understand? If brothers wasn't moving like they were supposed to, we could have been and like I want to say this, like when we were on our way out of Acuna and everybody was looking for us, everybody from the cartel to the dang military, everybody was looking for us. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like if we would have been lacking, brother, you know what I'm saying? The Lord was with us because we need to keep those commandments. We was following orders. Right. Stay here, move this way, do this. And you better make sure you're doing that. And that we made it out. The Lord was with us. Because if you ain't following orders, the Lord is not going to be with you. Right. You understand how important that is? Right. You have to follow orders so the Lord can be with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's super heavy what you just brought out. It's a great example. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, what time is it?
8:24.
8:24. Okay, I think we're going. Let's see. Let me get one more. Let me get is that it? Yeah, let me get Mark. No, let me get Matthew 18-21.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me? And I forgive him till 7 times?
So he's talking to Christ like, hey, I mean, how many times is this brother gonna, offend me and do these things, man? Like when am I supposed to just stop forgiving this brother and just go ahead and go to war with this brother? Let's keep going.
Come on. Verse 22. Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Until 70 times 7. That means it ain't no number. You need to always forgive your brother. Forgive your brother always, man. Because the scripture says it's impossible to offend. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to offend your brother, man. It's going to happen even by accident or, who knows? It's going to happen, man. And you want to forgive your brother, you know what I'm saying? And tell him that, it's all right, brother. It's good. You good. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, that's what the demon's for. The demon's to split up, brother. It's to divide you from your brothers, man. So we're just bringing out, it's to break up the brotherhood. You understand? So keep going.
Come. Verse 23. Therefore, is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king?
No, that's it. That's it on that. I think you just read that. So that's what you get. You want to always forgive your brother, man. Forgive your brother for his transgression, for his trespasses. You know what I'm saying? And let me get Matthew 15:18, Baruch.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 18. But those things which proceed out the mouth.
18:15.
Come. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
So this is what you ought to do if your brother does offend you. If your brother says something that's offensive to you, or he maybe does something, maybe he unknowingly, you go to him and him alone. Don't go to the other brother saying like, hey, brother, you notice what this brother did? And then he did this, man. Right here, bro. We don't do that. That's what you don't do. That's not a man of the Lord, man. You don't go to other people and tell them another brother's fault. That's backwards, man. That's what the world does. You understand? Keep going. It says go to him and him alone.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
And how did he hear you? Anybody know this? How does your brother hear you?
He listens to you and take heed to what he did to offend your brother.
Okay, that's right. I'll take that. You want to say him?
That brother, he accepted Salaki.
He says accepted it's Salakia.
Yeah.
So if a brother says, hey, brother, I'm sorry. I didn't know I offended you. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm sorry. I forgive me. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. If your brother hears you, you know what I'm saying? If you hear a Salakia or I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm sorry. If you hear that, that brother heard you. He acknowledged what he did was wrong, and then he moves on. He don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he don't hear you, he might say, and he further proves this. He further proves this how? Anybody know? He further proves it by what? His actions. You understand what I'm saying? He proves it. If he don't go off and be like, man, this nigga tripping about this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go do it again, or I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something else. You understand? That's how you know he hurt, because he proves it by his actions, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you really hurt a brother hears one another, they're gonna listen to each other, acknowledge it, and correct it. So correction is when you follow through with the correction.
Right.
When you follow through with, okay, I made a mistake. Let me fix this. Let me change this. Let me change my ways. Okay, I understand that. That's how you know a brother heard you, because he changed. That's how you know you the sons of God, or you proving that you are Christ's disciples. Why? By your actions, man. It's about how you operated, how you moved, because you heard Christ. You heard him. You understand? Christ said, "Love one another." You understand? The Lord said, if you love me, so like Christ said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Keep my commandments. You got to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way your brother offends you, and he heard you. His brother's gonna hear you, acknowledge it, and he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do it no more. Right? Keep going.
Oh my God, verse 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take thee one or two more.
Now, if he don't hear you, now you gotta go with two other brothers. Like, this brother didn't hear me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe two, maybe one. Maybe let's get a middleman. Let's get somebody else to talk right here. See, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if maybe we all can hear him. Maybe he can all, we can all kind of, talk about this and see who was wrong here. Let's find some agreement somewhere. Keep going.
Come. That in the mouth of two or three witnesses, every word may be established.
Right.
Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
Now we going to council. We're going all the way up. You understand, to the generals, because now this brother, he don't want to hear none. He don't want to hear none of the brothers. He don't hear it from us. Like, oh, what's going on? So now we got to go all the way up there. You understand? This is how it's supposed to go, man. You understand? Not being a talebearer, not going and telling everybody this brother did that. This brother went over here and did this. You know what I'm saying? And well, have you went to that brother? No, I ain't go to that brother. Why? Because you are scared. You understand? You're scared, and you going to these people because you're scared, and you think they ain't gonna say nothing because they just like you, scared just like you. They all all just that's how they feel about it. That's how you feel if you're going to them and telling them those things, man. Instead of going to your brother and him alone. You understand? Be a man, man. Be a man and go to him and him alone, and don't be going around telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't have that effeminate spirit as a man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't be all, let me go tell him this that's not good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's weak. So it's a real weakness, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're going to end the class, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's get the security announcements if I could, Baba Bishop.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? So I do want to ask, so you know what I'm saying? So Brotherhood, man, you know what I'm saying, is following orders, man. You know what I'm saying? Following these orders, man, from the men above you. Following the orders, if your man give you an order, follow those orders, because we telling you these orders because we love you, man. You know what I'm saying? And following orders is love. This is how you love one another. You love your nation by following orders, man. You understand? Because if you don't follow orders, you're going to be just like that brother that was in Joshua, who stole. Did we even hit that? We didn't even touch on that, man. Good night. Yeah, let's go and get that. Let's go and end that with that one, man. We'll show you what not following orders gets you, man. I don't know how we didn't get that one, man. Let me just jump. Go back to Joshua. Go ahead and go to Joshua 7 and 11. Now we're talking about Joshua. We're talking about a brother Joshua and his armies was getting ready to take over. They were getting ready to take over this city, right? And Joshua got orders from the Lord to not take anything from this accursed city. You understand? Don't steal anything from this accursed city, unless Israel be accursed. No, unless Israel be accursed. You understand? This is an order that we have to follow, and we're gonna find out why this is so important to follow orders, for you to showing your love towards your people. Right? Now then, when they went in, let's go jump to that. When they went to the city, there was a brother who stole something. He stole something from the people who they were stealing from, or from they were taking the city from. That's right. Right? He didn't follow orders. He didn't follow the order that was given from the Lord to Joshua to tell the people don't take any of the cursed thing. I'm gonna read it real quick. Joshua 6 and 18. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed when ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's an order. Don't take nothing they have, because you're going to cause trouble, you understand, to all your brothers. Now let me get Joshua 6 and 11.
7 and 11?
7 and 11.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 11. Israel have sinned, and they also have transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken the accursed thing.
They did what?
Taken up the accursed thing.
Man, somebody still went and did something against the Lord, the order of the Lord. You understand? Keep going.
And also, and have also stolen. And dissembled also. And they have put it even among their own stuff.
So they trying to hide it. That's what you do when you sinning, man. You trying to hide your sin. And you know what I'm saying? This is what Adam and Eve try to do. They try to hide. You know what I'm saying? When you sin, everybody we see you, right? Keep going.
Verse 12. Therefore, the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies.
We couldn't stand before our enemies. You know, we couldn't fight amongst our enemies, man, when we went to battle to take this city. You know what I'm saying? I believe 37 brothers died in this war. Like 37, 36 brothers died. And we love our brothers so much, you know, all of it out of thousands brothers, 36 brothers died, and all of Israel mourned, brother.
Right.
It was all broken heart. You know what I'm saying? That's like 1% of what they went into war with. You understand? This is how much love you should have for your brothers, man. If one of us died, you understand? This is how important it is to keep those commandments.
Salaki, if I may, and that shows the night and day difference between our oppressor and us as brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because the oppressor go to war and he has thousands of troops and he lost 8, and he was like, "Oh man, we only lost 8 brothers. Oh, we did good." But you know, the love between Israel. You know what I'm saying? Even if we lose one brother, that is one heavy thing amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
That's the true love of Israel. That's all I'm going to bring out. So,
No, damn right, Chris. Yeah, damn right. Keep going, Baba Shah.
But turn their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed.
So we had to turn back and run away the other way. We were like, damn, what's going on? What happened? Why wasn't the Lord with us? Because we didn't follow orders. Somebody didn't follow orders. So somebody did it. All right, keep going.
Neither will I be with you anymore, except destroy the accursed from among you.
He said he's not going to be among you unless you destroy the one who stole the stuff.
That's right.
Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why we can't follow those things, man. This is why it's important for us to correct one another. This is why we go out on the street corners and we tell brothers to stop sinning. Come out of that, man.
Right.
You understand? Because now, you understand, it's not like everybody is accountable for themselves now. It's not like when we back in this time where, you know, one brother sinned, we all in trouble now. Now when we come into when I'm gonna say everybody's accountable. Let's say, let me put it in this way, in this time context. Let's say we come into this school, we are accountable for our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping the commandments. So if we go to camp and something happens, my brother can go home safely. He can make it back home to his rib, and he's gonna keep the commandments so I can make it back home to my rib and do and so forth. You understand how important that is? That's important, brother. You understand? But when I say everybody's accountable, you know what I'm saying? The people in the world, if they're not keeping those, if they're not coming to this truth, man. You know, I hope and prayers for all Israel to be saved, but we know destruction is coming. But we're still going to pray and hope for all of Black, Hispanic, Native Americans come out of America and come. You know what I'm saying? Be on them chariots. You about that something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what you're saying is so heavy because so Friday we was out there on 6 and Netches, right? So Saturday on 6 and Netches, 4 people got shot. So it's like,
yeah.
When we was out there, the Lord was just with us. You know?
That's right, because that almost happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
this is why the next night, 4 people got shot right on 6 and Netches, right where we at every Friday. Really? That's where the shooting happened. 6 inches.
Good night. I didn't know what happened right there.
Right on Saturday. The next
you understand? This is why it's important to keep those commandments so the Lord will be with you and he'll keep danger and things like that far from you. So what happened to the brother? Go to verse 15, Brother Chuck.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 15. And it shall be that he that is taken that accursed thing shall be burnt with fire.
But they burn this guy. Keep going.
He and all that he hath, because he had transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he has brought folly in Israel.
He was working folly, man. He was know what I'm saying, going there and getting some stuff. I think he was being slick and stealing something that he thought he was valuable and had, it was nice, man. Let me go get that. Get this Babylonian garment, man. It's nice, man. Them diamonds, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta. This is another demon. When I say a demon, that we gotta fight, like the thing fighting the lust of our eyes. You understand the things that we see in the world? You're gonna have to fight those things, brother. So you don't be burnt. You understand? So the Lord don't burn you up and destroy you and kill you,
Right.
because you wanted to follow the lust of your eyes. You wanted to follow those things instead of fighting through it, man. Instead of being obsessed, instead of being a warrior. You understand? You're gonna have to fight those damn things, man. You understand? Let me get the last. Yeah, no, it's a big trap. This is a lot of trapping. But the brother ended up getting destroyed, man, because he chose not to. He chose not to. Now let me get the security announcement about Rashad.
Come. This is the security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from their head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
So, like, and if I may, upcoming holy convocations. We have the Passover coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be April 15th in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Make sure you come out. Make sure you know what I'm saying, that, get your tickets, get your hotel ready, get your garments. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very, very, very glorious event. If you've never been to a Passover, the Lord's Passover, the only authorized Lord's Passover under command of the ISUPK. Let me tell you something, man. It's going to be a glorious time like you've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be suited and booted, looking good. We're going to have lamb, unleavened bread, wine. We're going to do it just like the scripture says, thus saith the Lord. And I'm telling you, man, it's going to be glorious. I'm trying to tell you, make sure you get your things in order. Get out there. If you don't have no tickets, brother, get your tickets. Sisters, get your tickets. The kids ready. Get it going. I'm trying to tell you, brother. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Go ahead.
If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, /scarf. This is Malachi, and I pass the class back
you didn't read
500.
Salaki. He didn't read the scriptures.
Salaki.
You got to read that part. I just wanted to add that. But you good? You got it?
Mm-hmm. And this can be found in the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verses 1 through 51. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 4 through 5. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verses 7 through 8. And the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17.
That's it? All right.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the schools, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, /scarf. This is Malachi. Now pass the class back to Officer 500, Nakua.
All right, most high in Christ. All right, with that, we're going to end the class. The water for tuning in. Make sure you like and share the video. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we get this truth out there. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure we get this truth out there and share the page. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're going to go ahead and end it with a UPK banger. You understand? And with that, shalom, Israel. All right.
This truth is my everything. When we ain't Christian, we'll fall on your ass. Plus, you know we keep the metal things. How you wanna settle things? I suppose you'll take the proposal. We'll make that metal ring with the Glocks of the hecklers. We some righteous ass brothers, but some certified steppers. We some priests at the end of the day, so we teaching in the streets till the end of the day. We on the front line. We the ones that you want in the game. Fourth quarter when it's crunch time. And all my brothers is clutch. Squad full of silent killers. We ain't talking too much, but we'll teach you if you're humble. Just learn to follow orders, don't mumble. Get it done. And he that have an ear, I pray listen. Yeah, we want all of the smoke. We ain't Christians. This the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused. We nothing like the mother niggas. We ain't the same. We some righteous ass, hardcore, rugged niggas. And it's a shame that you full of pride. We don't affiliate with none of you clowns. Plus these heathens getting nullified. This the life of a priest and a prophet. Fake niggas be cautious. Words flow, truth drip like a faucet. The righteous stand bold, I'm in lion form. Cry a loud voice, cutting through a quiet storm. Like King Ty with the fire bombs. It be smoke when we drop the cannons. No fire calm. The home of the truth, we don't play around. Hide the women and the liquor when we taking ground. Living in hell, but make the best of it and endure through the rest of it to the end. And you ain't gotta listen if you choose, as long as you don't get us confused. We not Christians. Just the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused. Just the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, got us confused. Got us confused, got us confused, got us confused, got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian. Got us confused.